Hey guys, just wanted to film a quick point that I find is very important. Um, the more awoken, the more aware you are, and the more out of this matrix of life that you become, the more targeted you're going to be. They don't like it when people have these epiphanies and realizations that the world is a concocted, orchestrated disaster for good people who think for themselves, who are empathetic. Basically, if you're a human being with feelings, you don't fit into this new reality, this evil empire that is quite literally pulling the strings in the background, controlling the population, subduing them, and motivating them to not think for themselves or stand up for anything that they perceive to be wrong in the world. In other words, they are going to pacify you in a way that encourages silent suffering and encourages a lot of trauma, but it doesn't encourage any kind of conflict resolution, any kind of observation of what we all seem to be feeling and sensing and knowing deep down, but it's never explained out loud. So just remember, the closer you get on that path of enlightenment and knowing what the truth of the world is, the more you're going to be ostracized. They are going to make sure that everybody around you is sipping on the Kool-Aid to make sure that you're the odd man out and that you are the crazy person for pointing out their bullshit and their narcissistic abuse. It is disturbing to think that we're enduring a time period where there's conditioning of people's minds into this mentality of the hive mind, that we can harm each other and normalize weaponizing people against each other to basically fulfill the wishes of a new world order. That is what we're enduring. That is what makes this the mark of the beast. The biblical prophecy certainly lines up for me that people would embrace this new system of life. They would accept the mark of the beast by being hoovered into this cult-like practice of monitoring and life interfering. It's a Luciferian activity. It's satanic ritual abuse that's hoovering everybody in to at least knowing too much. That way nothing ever happens and a blind eye is turned to all types of things. Because I'm here to tell you, if you are privy to what I mean by the bullshit harassment device and the smokescreen device in our minds, that is designed with all this plausible deniability, then you know firsthand what I mean when I say that this is clouding our mind, clouding our judgment, and stopping us from having the executive function to do certain things comfortably. Like, this is all designed with no motion in mind and to keep life as a meaningless, bottomless pit. The ceiling is going to keep getting lower on too, by the way. So we're all kind of trapped, and we're aware that we're trapped, and most people can't even make a play against it. They're just in quicksand as it goes down further and further. That is the nature of this life, and our defense mechanisms are all going to point to us clinging to normal as much as possible to, I guess, comfort us. But nothing truly comforts me because I'm a person who thinks. And when I sit and think about what the world really means, it is disturbing and it is horrifying to think about. Nobody wants to have this conversation, but I feel as if I need to. I mean, there's no way I can dismiss this event. It is had far too big of an impact on me to ever dismiss as irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, the truth is stranger than fiction. This is not at all what I thought life would end up becoming and that I would bear witness to so silently. I never thought that would be the case, but here we are. And it really points to a time period of mental censorship and lack of mental freedom. People are just being corralled, and in many cases, they're sheep led to a slaughter. And I want to wake them up so badly, but it just doesn't seem to work. And it will always be a conflict of interest being real with the wrong people. It's like we just have to smile and nod and grin and bear it. And I just accept that they'll never understand me. They won't. They're going to find reasons not to, rather than find any reasons to agree on any points. That's the nature of human existence. You look at new information with eyes to scrutinize, not eyes to empathize. And that is the problem with the world. There's never going to be a clear-cut, unified way to point out that we're enduring big problems in the world. Like, I think it's easy to point out that the world's evil and stupid. It always has been, pretty much. But I think we've reached a pinnacle of stupidity where it's hard to even address. Like I've said before, I just want to turn over to another human being and just say, wow, this is intrinsically fucked, and we're all not going to be digging the future because of what's happening. That would be refreshing to say to me. I would actually feel good saying those words rather than upholding this false reality where we all cling to the surface that is fading away more and more every day. I just wish, honestly, it would fade a lot sooner. Like, the way they're ending the world is so stupid, but it's so smart at the same time. Like, they are going to induce this Mandela effect, layer over any bit of truth, distract people's minds, subdue them, placate them, and force feed them bullshit that keeps them distracted enough to keep producing. That is the nature of human existence on this planet, and it is sick because I think there's deeper meaning there. I know there's spiritual value there, and nobody really wants to point to it. Nobody really wants to be the first person to do anything, but I guess somebody has to be, so I hopefully somebody is. Somebody can take the message and roll with it, because I don't feel normal unless I talk or think about this. Like, I still uphold my emotions, but I can't really think about normal activities now that I am aware of what I'm aware of and I'm sensing what I'm sensing. It's disturbing. But hopefully I'm not the only one out there like that. I know there's others who are highly perturbed by the state of the world, and it's not easy to express to all these people around us who have become clones, basically. Like, they are droned out, and there's technology and people behind the helm making sure that they don't overthink too much or think enough. It's one or the other. You're either overthinking or underthinking in this new reality, it seems. So hopefully we can find that middle ground. I guess that's all I have to say for now, though. Peace.